All right, 4 quarters presented by WDTV, and we're back on a Monday, boys. Today's Monday, January 22nd. Beautiful weather outside. I was ready for pitchers and catchers to report, man. Obviously, we got Bilodeau in house. Tommy had to take a nap or something. Just being a bum.
Yeah, typical Sam's.
It's we're shooting after school right now, so I mean Tom's not an after hours guy, I guess. We're putting in the overtime right now. We're out here grinding.
Weird guy.
You know, Bilodeau is always lurking around the halls, so we got him in studio right now. I also see you're sporting your Eagles jersey in support.
I tried to big game yesterday. Big game in 2 weeks.
We're back.
I can't wait.
I tried to dig out my Patriots jersey, my Rob Gronk jersey this morning, but I couldn't find it. I was about to be late for school, so I just threw on the old kit. Whatever. So let's start with the Patriots-Jags game, man. First of all, I was 0-2 on my picks last week.
Really?
I took the Jags in the under, I think.
Yeah.
And
I was 1-1.
Yeah, I crapped the bed. So, Jags. At first, I thought it was going to be Jags in the over when the game started out 14-3.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What do you think of that game, Bills?
You know, in order to beat the Patriots, you got to make big plays and you got to be risky. And the whole game, they were playing hard and it was awesome. Like they were taking it to the Patriots, and in the ending, they just laid off the gas pedal and the Patriots came back. And you can't beat the best player ever, Tom Brady, and one of the best coaches ever by playing soft. You got to play tough.
Playing it passive. I agree. Just to go from 14-3. That's just they're not going to lose. Like it doesn't matter what the deficit is.
The whole game.
I mean, 4th and 1, the Jaguars have a chance to go down and make a big play, score, run out the clock, and they punt the ball.
Ridiculous.
And you're giving it to Tom Brady, and they're going to get a first down in the game. And you can't do that.
You had to go for it on 4th in that situation.
What I hope
you can't give Brady
That's
the
how
ball
Doug
back.
Pearson's been playing. He's been playing risky. He's been playing aggressive, and I'm excited.
That play was freaking incredible, by the way, on 4th down. Like I thought Bortles had him, and that was just a money play by Malcolm Butler.
Yeah,
incredible. What was the spread on that? It was like Patriots 6.5, right?
Right. And the line was 40. So I thought if the Jags are going to win this game, it's going to be under all day. It's going to be a defensive game. Mm-hmm. And the Jags defense is just going to take Tom Brady out of it. And they did an excellent job in the first half. And then the second half was just a complete meltdown.
You can't lay out the gas.
But I mean, to be fair, like when Miles Jack went down at the end of the game, it was a lost cause for them to be playing in the Super Bowl.
He was
everything.
I saw the whole game coming, dude. First half, everybody was freaking out when it was like 14-3. Dude, Tom Brady's not going to let them down like that.
This is why
his confidence, he just knows. I mean, it's 30-18 on one of the plays. He steps back, pressure, and delivers a perfect ball across the middle. And it's just, you sit there and it's not even surprising to see. Like, you just know he's too good. And in order to beat them, you have to play perfect. You have to play perfect.
And I was watching NFL primetime. Berman and TJ were in studio just like for the hell of it last night, just for old time's sake. And like Berman, man, was just had it on the money, like 14-3 at one point. It's like 14-3 Jags. Bro?
That's what NFL needs. Like, that's the best.
I know.
Yeah. So I mean, we're not going to make locks in this episode. We're gonna do that down the road for the Super Bowl. But I mean, right now I'm genuinely just thinking about taking my entire checking account, just betting it on the Patriots.
I disagree.
I disagree big time.
100%.
All right. Well, before we get to that, let's talk about the game everybody wants to talk about.
Hey man, I was there, dude, and you want to talk about an atmosphere, just the energy in the stadium from everybody, just. That place was rocked.
The police actually put out a statement on like Thursday that said, did you see this? Where it was like,
if you're in a business or something, don't come in.
It was like, win or lose this game, we can't help you.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
You had the whole entire city of Philadelphia and every single Philadelphia fan behind this Eagles team right now. And Nick Foles has confidence, which is the only thing that was a problem, was the confidence level, and he has it back. This is the old Nick Foles, what I've been talking about. Doug Pearson called the best game he's ever called in his life.
Easily.
I mean, this is the Eagles' year, 100%. Defense wins championships, and you give up 7 points to a hot Vikings team.
Doug Peterson's also a great coach. Like they actually took a lot of Chip Kelly's offense and have integrated it since Foles came in, and like you got to be. That's hats off to coaches right there. If you're
You can't be stubborn and ignorant as a head coach. You got to be willing to do whatever it takes to win, even if it's not your system. You pull some Chip Kelly out and then won us the game.
Right, like even though as much as I can't stand Chip Kelly and I think he's a complete clown, Like,
Hey, I said it.
hats off to him for
Pass options, yeah.
getting them.
I said it the
RPOs,
last
man.
episode. Eagles win. It's a blowout. I said that.
Yeah,
Eagles
look,
win by 1,000.
And that pick six started it all. The
Has to.
defense that we've invested.
I'll tell you what,
so
I was
much.
watching that game, and when the Eagles went 3-0 to start the game, I said they need to go down and put up 14, because if
Yeah.
you're up 14-0, that gives you wiggle room for the Case Keenum mistake. Like,
Exactly.
then Case Keenum can make his one mistake of the game, but it can't
Completely
come
broke down.
when it's 7-0. And sure enough, he made his big mistake of the game too
Chris
early, and
Long
that's what
started
cost
it
him
all.
the game.
Yeah.
Chris Long started all. I mean, he hit him and he pulled up, and it was just Patrick Brown.
That game was, I couldn't
But
believe it, man. It was a
even in the
complete
beginning,
rout.
though,
That was
Nick
incredible.
Foles went and his passes were great. I mean, he goes right at Torrey Smith for a 50-yard pass and he
Right,
drops
he
it.
looked awesome.
And then Trey Burton for a first down doesn't drag his feet.
Oh, absolutely. That was even a
That's
great drive by Nick
ridiculous.
Foles. Yeah, the
Started
receivers
catching
blew it
that.
to start
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But right away, you knew he had confidence, and he just comes out. And he was slinging the ball. He looked like Brady. He looked like another
Yeah, no,
Brady.
he looked
And
awesome.
it's-
He looked awesome.
Didn't Trey
back
Burton
there.
play like quarterback for Florida? Is that where he's from?
I'm not sure. I love Trey
Yeah,
Burton.
yeah.
That was just a
That was
really
just a
dumb
real-
mistake. He must have
Yeah.
thought he had pressure.
He's had a
on him
big
or
year
something.
too. He's been a
Yeah.
real out of the blue
Yeah,
player.
he is. He always is.
So I mean, they're gonna have they got the biggest challenge of their lives coming, man. It's
Just
the
awesome.
I get such a laugh
It's
out of
just
it, man. It's the
awesome.
ultimate
In order
revenge
to
game.
be the best, you have to beat the best. And as much as you want to play the Jaguars, it's only right to play the team that defeated you.
It's
in
the ultimate
last
revenge
Super Bowl.
game,
It's-
yeah.
Come on.
Jeff Garcia, backup quarterback in that
Yes.
2004
Come
Super
on.
Bowl. It's the exact same setup, which is why again I'm thinking of just betting the house on.
The Patriots know this story too. I mean, their starting quarterback went down, and this young guy comes in. Tom Brady wins him the Super Bowl. Nick Foles is coming right up, and he has a whole entire city behind him. And all sports fans everywhere don't want the Patriots to win, but they also hate Philadelphia. So.
And I mean, it's the same setup as last year. Nobody wanted the Patriots to win, and sure enough, 28-3. They just don't lose. And bottom line for me, Bilodeau, is I just can't see a scenario where Nick Foles comes in and takes down the Patriots.
It's the defense.
I
Nick
can see
Foles,
it.
It's the defense.
Tom
You
Brady
gotta-
It's literally the whole defense.
is the bottom line for me. And I mean, that front four for Philly is hands down the best in the league, in my opinion. I've been made a believer this year, but that secondary can be Swiss cheese at times, man. And the linebacking core.
The defense rallies. The defense rallies. I mean, they don't give up. You see passes tipped up in the air.
The
they come
Eagles
down
are
for
coming up
interception.
against a shaky defense.
And they know, they embrace that they're underdogs. They know that they're playing Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. It's not like they're walking in like the Jaguars knowing they're going to beat them. They know what it's going to take, and they're ready to go.
Did you see the videos of them pregame? Like, come on, dude.
That's
That was the most lit video. That was the most
Too
fire
much,
video
man.
I've seen
That
in a
team
couple
has
weeks
some
when they
fire
were
on them.
bopping around to the
Right.
League Millie.
Going crazy.
One more thing about the
Free the
freaking
dog.
dog masks, man. I forgot about
That's
this
awesome.
take. Like, they got to chill. When they won the NFC Championship, I was like, this is going to turn into the Purge, except they're going to have those dog masks on instead
Yeah, that would have
of
been
Hey, man,
scary.
whatever
like
it
the
takes.
video with you see the video where the priest was giving a sermon
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
dog mask and the dog
That's
mask. Like,
crazy.
this,
I
yeah.
like
That
to
was
see what church
unreal.
that is.
I mean, I'm just lucky the Philly's still not burned to the ground. I thought it was going to be like the Purge, man.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, it was,
Nah,
everybody's
it's-
happy, man.
yeah.
This is crazy. Who would ever thought?
All right, so check this out. This has kind of been a developing story over about the last month, but LeVar Ball has rolled out his 3-year plan to start the JBA, Junior
JBA.
Basketball Association. Let me give you the deets real quick. So if you play in the JBA, you'll make $3,000 a month. I'm sorry, you'll make $3,000 a week. So that's like $9,000 a month. But the catch is you gotta wear all Big Baller Brand gear, which is supplied. You gotta wear
Which
the
is
Big
awesome.
Baller Brand shoes, which is the ultimate advertisement ploy.
Yeah.
Genius. Absolute genius.
Absolutely genius. The question, I guess, is do you think this is gonna catch on when it comes out?
Definitely.
The one thing college players want is to get paid. They want money.
Right,
And they
and
can't
that's-
sell merchandise. They can't sign autographs for money.
Can't do
and
anything.
right here, they have money right in their face
This
to
is
play the sport they
genius.
love.
How it will work is you'll get an invite to the league if you're a prospective NBA player and you'll play in the league. I think it's like 2 or 3 year contracts. You'll play until you're like 20 or 21, which the NBA almost wants to see because that gives you 3 years to develop
Definitely.
some more,
And
and
then
you'll get
playing
paid.
against some
You get
talent,
college
too.
basketball players that know they're not going to make it to the NBA, and they just want to keep playing the sport they love. But right here, they're making money.
Yeah, and they're gonna
I would
try to
definitely
attract-
buy into
This is
this.
what
Yeah.
every
Whatever I
college
do,
player has always
I mean,
wanted.
the chances of making it to the NBA, I mean, there's only 2 rounds, very small chances. So
Right.
why not go and have some fun and make some
Right.
money?
No, I mean, Tommy brought this up to me the other day when I told him about maybe doing this topic, and it's a shame he's snoring away, or he could tell you,
Yeah,
but
seriously.
he was like, you got to think about, like, by the time you get an apartment in Chino Hills and facility and
Yeah.
utilities and set yourself up on your own, like, it almost is the same as going to a 4-year college for
It's
free.
true.
Kind
In
of.
that sense. Plus, like,
Yeah.
you can make the argument that you're getting more out of the 4-year college experience if you're going to stay and get your degree or get your degree in 3 years.
True.
Because
true.
that degree will take you further. But
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
another thing. I mean, where are you going to get a college if you?
But if you're a basketball player, though, come on.
Yeah, I mean, if you
But
have
yeah,
nothing
if
to
you're-
lose,
if you're going-
you have nothing
if
to
you're-
lose and you want to make some
yeah,
money.
if you're a guy that's not
Perfect.
if you're a guy that's not going to school
yeah,
to play school and you're going to
Exactly.
play basketball,
Exactly.
then this is
Great.
where it's enticing.
and you never, if you play amazing, you have a shot there.
There's going to be
Yeah,
real
dude, I'm a
money
huge fan
incentives
of
by
this.
LeVar Ball too. He says you can give like Player of the Month a $10,000
Yeah,
bonus.
that's
Like
awesome.
guys are, I think,
Why not?
everybody hates LeVar Ball. Everybody tries to
Genius,
shut down
genius,
his
dude.
market, his plans, and he
Just a
always wins.
business
So I mean,
mogul.
I guarantee you that this JBA will be like a serious thing in like 5
I think
years.
I think it's a genius.
That dude has
when
been
he's
on
fun.
top
Yeah.
since Lonzo Ball
I mean-
senior year in high school.
Yeah.
I know.
He's never came.
I thought he was designing this league for Melo, but he's already getting paid over in Lithuania.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Did
That's
you
smart
see
for
that?
them.
Did you see that
They
pass
know.
game Melo and Leandro just had? 60 points combined.
Yeah, pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw
they
that actually.
killed
A
it.
pretty sound game.
Not too bad.
I was surprised Melo's game actually transpired over there because he's just
Dude,
like
he looks good.
physically.
Very
I thought he had to
smart.
develop, but he's
He's
just
playing
smart.
very
He's,
I just
smart.
don't see him in
he's
the NBA.
plugging himself
I
in.
don't-
I don't know. He's gonna
And
be.
Lonzo's clearly the best out of all of them, and he's
Yeah.
struggling. And they just the way they play, I just don't see. But
LaMelo
let them have
is
fun
gonna
in
be
college. I think
amazing.
it's awesome. I love watching them. I think it's great. But I just don't see it transitioning to the NBA.
I mean,
that's a
I
whole
don't know.
other conversation.
That's a whole nother topic for another day. And one thing is for sure, like they could care less because they're
They
just
could,
raking it right now.
I mean, they're
And
going
this
to make money
JBA
somehow. They're some of the biggest basketball names in all of
Right.
the world.
This JBA will rake it, man, if it works.
When's that supposed to be started up?
It's like a 3-year plan, and I mean the only catch is endorsements-wise, is you can't sign any endorsements while you're playing in the
Really?
JBA
Mhm.
because you're endorsed by Big Baller Brand. They
That's
only
right.
want you
Yeah.
repping Big Baller Brand, but I'm sure you can sign autographs, do stuff like that.
I mean, they can
You're
sell
not an
jerseys.
amateur.
That's
The
awesome.
point LeVar Ball trying to make of this league is you're not an amateur if you're playing in this league. You are a
Yeah.
professional, and so
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
qualified to all these incentives
Yeah,
as
that's
a professional.
awesome.
You can have an agent. I think it's pretty cool, man.
That's
I think
It's
it's
gonna
awesome.
change- it's going to revolutionize college sports now.
That's awesome.
Because
Is
college
it only
sports are-
college players?
Yeah, it's for prospective NBA
Okay.
players.
Oh, okay.
So it's supposed to be like
Yeah,
a 2
that's
or
sick.
3 year system that you go through, and then you get drafted into the real deal, the
Wow.
association.
It's incredible.
Zion Williamson committed this weekend.
Sickening.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, this guy's a Duke fan too.
Yeah, I can't wait. This is
Being a
gonna be
Tar
amazing.
Heel guy, dude, this is the
I
worst
mean,
thing that could
I-
happen.
This is
was-
why people hate Duke so much.
Literally, dude.
But
guys
he,
suck.
but he knows why he's playing it. He's got the greatest coach.
That guy's
All
clown.
basketball.
that guy's a clown.
He's got
That guy's
the number
terrible.
1 and 3 recruits by his
Greatest
side.
coach.
They're going to win the championship this year,
Easily.
and then going back and winning it the
They're gonna
next
win
year.
it.
was
Oh, by the way,
amazing.
Duke. Yeah, what did I say on 4 quarters, like episode 2? Oh, Duke lost like a week ago. Yeah. Coach K isn't coaching right now, is he? He's sick again, right? Yeah, he's out already. Yeah, things aren't going well. He's sick.
Dude.
But don't worry, he'll be back for them to make a first round exit
Yeah.
for like the 3 versus 12 game.
People would say that. I mean, they lost to Mercer, and then the next year they won the championship. You know, this is a great team.
Well, they lost.
Yes.
They lost the championship. They won the championship after he went and complained to the officials at halftime. Then all of a sudden, there were
Oh,
17
that's
fouls in
ridiculous.
Wisconsin in the second half.
That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. No,
I
that's
hate
crazy.
that. And I was.
Grayson
Dude,
Allen,
I
welcome back. Grayson Allen's a
despise
senior. He's going to get
Justin.
one more.
I don't know how you
despise
could
him.
possibly like these guys.
I don't
They,
get it.
they make it fun.
Despise.
They don't make it
They
fun.
They make it fun. I mean,
fun.
Kentucky's, Duke
Kentucky
is just,
makes it fun.
no, watching
Kansas makes it fun.
No, these guys are like I'm trying to compare.
They
them.
West
make it fun
Virginia
when
makes
they
it
lose.
fun.
They make it fun when
When
they
they
lose
lose,
because you
it's
get all
the
these
greatest
memes
thing
where it's
ever.
like you ever see the Grayson Allen meme where he's like got
Have you
his
ever seen
hands
the
like this
Duke
going
North
around. He's
Carolina
like, "Do you
game?
know who my
Yeah,
dad is?"
Duke North
There's nothing better. There's nothing better.
Greatest
I mean,
game in the planet.
Uh,
The greatest game ever. What does that have to do with anything?
I don't.
Everybody's rooting for North Carolina in that game.
I mean, there's a lot to hate about.
Everybody.
There's a lot to hate about college basketball, which is why I'm excited for the JVA. But I was dead certain Zion was going to South Carolina. But in the wake of
I
scandal,
thought North Carolina. He put up a picture of Roy Williams.
yeah, but in the
Know
wake
what I
of
mean?
scandal, he
They're
went
winners,
to Duke.
man.
He
That's just you can't go wrong with Duke.
he went to Duke because that way when he cheats at Duke, when they cheat at Duke, they get away with it. So
They're
it'll be
allowed-
fine.
Yeah, exactly. Did you see how he kept saying it's a brotherhood and stuff? I was like,
Yeah,
come
give
on,
me
dude,
a
I don't
break.
want to
It is
hear
a
this
brotherhood.
garbage. It is.
It's all
but
about
come on.
tradition. Duke's
No, it's
still
such a
tradition.
joke.
There's
It's
so
not-
many
It's
players.
true.
I'll tell you what.
Literally a joke. I don't even want to talk about it.
Zion Williamson's a real deal. I saw him play last weekend on ESPN in that high school
Yeah,
classic in
against
Springfield against Chino Hills.
Yeah, that was
It took me
awesome.
like 20 minutes to realize that that LaMelo isn't on Chino Hills anymore.
Right.
But Will Plume is a beast.
Will
And when I
Plume
watched
is a
that game,
killer.
I was made a Zion believer because
he's the
that
best.
Spartansburg Day,
Yeah.
Spartansville Day,
Have
whatever.
nobody.
That,
Literally have nobody besides him.
yeah, and he elevates his team. He's like LeBron James
Yeah.
in high school. And he's got the physical attributes to transfer.
Clearly, these
Big
players
time.
know
To
something
college.
if they're going to Duke. They're all coming to Duke, man. There's
Yeah, they know that
something
they can
about
come to Duke. They know
that it's the
Who
best.
was it
and
again?
the other
Him,
best
Also,
Kim
it's such a
Reddish,
brotherhood.
and
And-
RJ,
Yeah.
whatever, RJ Barrett or something like that.
I'm just not
Like,
feeling the
Cam
Zion
just
thing,
be-
man.
yeah.
Like, oh, it's a brotherhood or whatever. That means he's gonna stay for 4 years since the brotherhood's so
Right.
important to him, right? No, he's not. He's gonna be one and done, just like everyone
Yeah, we
else.
still have
that
players
does,
that do
just
stay
like every
4
other
years.
big
Yeah.
recruiter too.
That keeps getting. I mean, Grayson Allen's been there 4 years, and
Yeah, Grayson.
I love. He's a blue devil. Man.
He's a Blue Devil.
Yeah, and then
He's a
and
Blue
then the
Devil.
guys that actually win the
I like
games
it.
for them stay one and done, like everyone else. And Coach K sits here like, oh, I don't do that. Grayson Allen, look at him. He stayed for 4 years.
Right.
Such
I
a
don't
joy.
know. You think Trey Duvall's going to stay? He's probably
Yeah,
going to stay.
oh, yeah,
Marvin
yeah.
Bagley's going to stay too.
Well, I don't
definitely.
know about Bagley's probably going to be a top 3 pick.
I don't know.
I mean,
he's young.
Duval,
He's
he
wrong.
hasn't been like he's been huge like coming out of high school, and he hasn't quite lived up to expectations.
Yeah, Duval's
Doesn't mean he's
definitely
not a great player, and he's just got to get a little bigger, a little stronger, and he's going to be a great
He's
player.
unreal.
He's going to be there a couple more
He's
years. I think.
unreal.
I love it.
Speaking of unreal players, man, Trae Young did it again this weekend. They were getting
Unreal.
smoked at halftime. Oklahoma,
Unreal.
and they won.
They lost
That
in
guy
overtime.
should
No,
be
they lost
alive.
They lost in overtime.
They
yeah.
did?
Yeah, they brought
Yeah.
it back. I mean,
Against
Trae
Oklahoma
Young, I
State.
want this guy on the Sixers. And when he
I
does
want,
it,
dude. I don't care
This-
wherever this
I don't-
guy goes. I just
Every
want
year,
to keep going.
every once in a while, Oklahoma just brings in just a guy that's a disgusting scorer.
Unreal,
Like, remember
dude.
Buddy Hield?
Buddy Hield
That's-
came out of nowhere.
I love Buddy
Now
Hield.
Trae
I
Young.
love Trae Young. It's just you can't.
Dude, it's so enjoying.
He just
One player isn't going to change a whole basketball game in college basketball. I mean,
He is.
He makes great plays,
He
but
is.
he
If there
turns
is
the
gonna be
ball
a guy
over
that-
too much.
That's the player.
I
he
think
is,
what you're
though.
trying to say is if there was going to be a player, though, it would be Trae Young. This
Yeah.
Yeah,
guy,
without a doubt,
Yes.
he's the best player in college
AK
basketball.
is like, dude, you gotta
Him-
talk about Trae
Yeah,
Young. You gotta
he's
talk about
cool.
Trae Young. I was like, just
I
wait.
love
He's
him.
playing
I
a
love
ton
him,
of
but I
ranked
don't think
teams,
he's
and they
gonna
just
win a championship.
went
Dude,
down
him
the
having
line
all
and
these
beat all of
turnovers
them
right
except
now,
for
that's
this
the type
weekend.
of player he is, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was
Your
like-
point guard controlling the whole entire
It's
game,
awesome.
the whole
No other team
all
has a point
time.
guard this good. No other team has a player this good. Period. It's
He's
just I don't think
crazy.
he can win a championship. You double cover this guy, and he's got no one on Oklahoma, which is a shame. He should have
Yeah.
came to Duke. It all comes back to
Yeah,
Duke.
he should have came to
is
Duke
what I'm
and been a
Back
big
to
fraud
Duke.
like everyone else.
saying.
But dude, just it's
The
so fun
damage,
to
dude.
watch. And
It's
I,
It's so
fun. It's
I
so
mean,
cool.
I actually
It's
watch
incredible.
I see all these highlights, and I put on the game the other day, and he's making plays that you just see like he looks like Steph Curry,
Right.
another Steph Curry, and what he's
Right.
doing with the ball, the way
Pulling
he's
it
shooting
from
it.
half court.
yeah, and what everybody's doing now, they're talking.
Yeah.
They're talking work on Trae Young, like, oh, he's not going to be.
He has
good.
so
He
much
turns the ball
confidence.
over.
Oh,
James
come
Harden
on,
turned the
man.
ball
He's-
over
he's
18
a
times in
killer.
one game.
Welcome to the
I'll
NBA.
take James
He's
Harden
playing
on
like
my
he's
team.
playing
Well, that's what I'm
NBA.
saying about Trae Young, dude. That's like being a point guard like that, being the only.
When
player
you
on
have
your
to
team,
control the ball
exactly.
all
He's
the
got
minutes
There's
of the
going to
game,
be turnovers.
there's
That's
going
nothing.
to be turnovers.
That doesn't mean
Sorry.
anything.
But he's
Doesn't
going to
mean
put up
anything.
35 points a game, and listen,
Yeah.
his game transitions to the NBA more than almost anyone in college basketball
100%.
because
100%.
yeah, he's just going to take the ball down and shoot. He's not a Steph Curry.
And what I'm trying to say is everybody in the NBA turns the ball over. LeBron James turns the ball over
Everybody.
all the time.
That's
Because
basketball.
we're giving a guy the ball.
The
just
best player on the
physically
team.
having
Welcome
the
to the
ball at all
future
times
of
and
basketball.
saying,
It's whoever can
saying
score more
please
points."
do everything for us while we do nothing.
Yeah,
Then
there's no
going to be
difference.
turnovers.
Yeah,
But guess
turnover.
what? They're still running through the top 25.
Exactly.
Oklahoma. And AK
Exactly.
like a month ago was like,
Because-
dude, we gotta talk about this Trae Young guy. I was like, just
And
wait
Oklahoma's
because
so
the
dangerous.
tough part of
Yeah,
the Big 12 is on the horizon. And sure enough,
It's
he's still
coming.
standing, man. He's
I
a
mean,
beast.
I
Oklahoma's
love him.
they're a very dangerous team. And
They're not bad. They had that one white dude that Trae Young gives the ball to, and he gets like 20 points a game just because of Trae Young.
Look out for him in the tournament, man. Anything can happen in the tournament. All right, last thing here. We had all sports topics, so I had to put something like as stupid as possible in here.
Yeah,
The Tide Pod Challenge is getting a lot of people, getting a lot of.
I don't get it.
I haven't. Can you? You
I
gotta,
haven't seen it. I haven't seen
All
it.
right, so basically, just ask Gil about it. Gil told me he eats Tide Pods all the time. So like
Yes.
now you know what
That's
we're working.
good.
that's how you know
what
it's something bad.
we're- Yeah, now you know what we're
Yeah,
working with
kinda
here.
feel
So
that.
basically, you
Good
just
deal.
basically it's basically like who can be a big dog and eat one of those Tide Pods. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, what
Like
is
the
like
the
soap?
like laundry. Yeah, it's laundry
For
detergent.
your life, if you think I'm eating one of those.
Yeah, that's
dude.
crazy.
No, like, but like
I don't
guess-
get the whole point. Like I get fidget spinners. Like
Yeah, but
I just don't
if
get this.
you're trying to be an alpha, you eat Tide Pods.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
But
That's ridiculous.
That's not alpha at all. And here's
have to eat one.
Here's what I wanted to say on air. I read an article about this, getting ready for this, and it was like a doctor, and he's like, yeah, we've had, nationwide, we've had 41 hospitalizations from people consuming Tide Pods, and 21 of those were
It's
intentional.
That's so weird.
And I was like, wait a minute, wait. If 21 of them were intentional, what about the other 20?
Like accidentally.
Oh, I accidentally stuck an entire Tide Pod in my mouth. Whoops.
I just don't understand
I don't get it
why
at
you would
all.
eat soap. Like I don't know, like detergent.
Like, you ever see,
I just don't
it's
get it.
supposed to be like a
Christmas
funny,
Story, when he eats the soap, it's
Yeah, no.
an amplified, it's an extreme version of,
like the snow challenge. You run out in the snow and run back in. You're trying to get laughs, but eating a Tide Pod. I mean, this is
That
the
is-
stupidest thing
dude,
I've ever
that
seen
isn't
in my
even
life.
funny, but like, I just
That's
get such
why.
a kick out of like people showing up
In
at the
your
hospital,
life.
like, yeah, I ate a Tide Pod.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
this is why I could never work in a hospital. Like, I would just be like,
Are you kidding me?
yeah, like, you're such an
Like,
idiot.
grow up,
Like,
dude.
go wait in line. We got
Yeah.
people that have real
Yeah.
injuries that need
You
to
go
like
12
look
years
at.
of college and all this stuff just to see someone come in with a Tide Pod. And
Right.
that's crazy.
I don't know.
All right, man, don't eat
That's-
Tide Pods.
That's
And if you accidentally ate a Tide Pod, you didn't intentionally eat a Tide Pod, go get some help. And this 4 quarters signing off.